Hi there, my name's Chris Kilby. I'm a pastor in a Pergola, and here is today's bite-sized Bible from 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 11. Now, Paul is writing to his son in the faith, Timothy, and so we're just going to read what he says in this verse. He says this to him: "But you, man of God, flee from all this and pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, endurance, and gentleness." So, he gives us today 6 things to pursue. And these are 6 things that you and I and Timothy can all pursue. Firstly, he describes him as a man of God. That's an interesting phrase. It's a phrase that comes out of the Old Testament, really. It was used of people like Moses, some of the heroes of the faith, Samuel, Elijah. People like that were known as men of God. And so Paul's now saying, in contrast to all those false teachers that I've been talking to you about, Timothy, in the church, you, man of God, man who stands for the truth, here's some things that you can pursue. Basically, Paul's saying, come on, Timothy, you're a Jesus follower. You've got to stand out from those around you and be different. So flee from that stuff. But here's 6 things for you to pursue. The first one, he says, is righteousness. Righteousness. And by that, he means, the righteous justice of God. What things can you do today to bring justice? Just this last few weeks, we've opened a debt centre to help people find their way out of poverty and debt. That's bringing God's righteousness, God's justice to the community we live in. He says you can pursue godliness. Think about God's character. What kind of things do you think of when you think of the character of God? Creativity, love, peace, those kind of things that God has and does that are communicable to us that we can also do. You can pursue those things. If you see it in the character of God and you're able to do it, you can do it too. He says faith, pursue faith. He may mean here faithfulness, pursue, being a faithful man of God, but also he could be saying pursue a life of faith, trust God, take some risks. I wonder, what was the last thing you did where if God hadn't shown up, you'd have been scuppered, where you've really got to trust him, where you're going to take a step of faith and try something new. Maybe you should try something new in God today. He also says pursue endurance. Endurance. Maybe today you just need to knuckle down and keep going because things are tough and you need to endure. You need to endure. Pursue it. I want to say to you today, don't give up. Don't give up. Keep going. And he also finally says, pursue gentleness. Pursue gentleness. Now, this is really important. It comes up so many times in Paul's pastoral letters. Now, if endurance means you've got to keep going when things are tough, then gentleness is the way you keep going when people are tough. And people will be tough, but ours is not to respond with harshness, hardness, or strict authority. Ours is to restore gently. So I want to encourage you in those 6 things today: righteousness, godliness, faith, love, endurance, and gentleness. My name's Chris Kilby, a pastor in a Pergola, and that was today's bite-sized Bible from 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 11. And I shall see you next time.